Well, I'm teeny tiny back here. Hey my lovely wishes, it's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches. We're going to do something a little different today. A few of you have asked how I store my fabrics and projects and how this room works to my advantage for storage. Honestly, I probably had a little more storage in the other room that I have in here, but this room makes it a lot easier to make good use of that space. So we're going to start with just the basic. I store the majority of my fabrics in these plastic, I'm not sure how big they are, maybe 14 by 14. I get them on Amazon. They'll be in my Amazon store. If you go down on the description box, my Amazon store is down there. These are for storage on the side and behind me, and generally are just fabric that doesn't have, at this time, have a plan for it. If I have, as an example, this is the quaint cottage from yesterday. This is a smaller one of these, and it fits in the storage cubbies in the table here by me. So I will just take one of these and put the fabric in as it fits. I try not to like get them in here so that the lid has to be forced, because then they don't fit quite as well. And I include the pattern. I'm kind of, this is sort of a weird angle, but we're going to make it work. And then if there's something else, like if it's an FPP project, if I'm going to use papers, or the half square triangles on a roll, I'll put that in here also. And then I take my handy dandy label maker, and I will use the label maker and put the name of the project. This will be Pebblebrook. And then it will fit, I'll show you down here eventually, and it will fit in one of the cubbies down here in this table. If it is a small project, like this is from the Quilted Cow box, and it's just got the small projects, I'll just put them in one of these things. And I've got a couple of places where I kind of prioritize them. I've got a little brown square basket on that side, and then there's space underneath this again, where I will put these when I just need a little something to work on. So that's about it for the actual containers. I will take you around and show you the underneath of the table now. Okay, so here's like the major storage of the fabric on both sides of the fireplace. And these white, it's double. There's this one, and then there's one behind it. So I generally organize my fabrics by designer, or what it is. Like behind, I have a little step stool that I use to get behind the taller ones, but behind this one is like linen and canvas and minky and stuff that I'm not gonna pull out quite as frequently. And then the same is back there. Oh, those are the 108s. So we've got grunge and Alexander Henry, Marcia Durst, and Tula is probably the whole thing down there, both sides. So, and then in the middle here is fat quarter bundles and jelly rolls, and they go all the way back. So then let's switch to the other side. So same thing on this side. This one has got a few projects mixed in there, but mostly it's batiks, some actual fabric collections. Down here, I'm trying to think. Tilda is the bottom shelf, and then I've got an open one at the very bottom where I've got a couple of actual bolts of white and black. So here's the table, and underneath it are these cubbies. And when we got these cubbies, we thought that they would fit the big plastic bins, but they don't. So we did some hunting and we found these smaller ones, and so that's what is down there. And these are blocks of the month, boxes that I opened that I want to keep that fabric separate, and knowing that it's from that specific, like I have cotton cuts, the Soya fabric, that's on this side. And then we're going around. This side's going to be harder to, I have rulers hanging. Then on, you can see there's more of these. These are more projects that I would like to do. And then I've got a cubby of books and things that I use to annotate. My chair is here with Jack. And so I sit and read, and I do like to annotate when I read. So that's that. So we're going to keep going. Whoop, caught on the box. And then on this side are more projects. Do you think I need another project? That would be no. If you read the ACOTAR books, and if you know, you know, at Wildwood Creative, she made up quilt kits for the major courts. So that's, we'll turn here. Yeah, that's for sand. So yeah, night court. And then on this side, sorry, it's hard to find space to back it up here. Okay. There are drawers. The drawers have patterns and smaller rulers or templates that I don't use as frequently. Down there is the Marcia Durst fabric that I use for those boxes that have the quilt ideas in them that I love. And then down there are some projects in those mesh bags. And you might notice that these are dog butts. In the square one is when boxes come that I need to open on air, that they go there, and that until I'm ready to open. And I write the dates on them so that I know when they came. So around the corner here, garbage bags. It's gonna be garbage day tomorrow. This cupboard is all batting and stabilizers, that kind of stuff. Soft and stable. Then there's always something in the way. Come on. Okay. Then this cupboard, this is a squirrel. This is Tanya's cupboard. Is thread, those boxes I was talking about, a couple of candles that I always have a candle, and then winter headdresses, all of my 505 Best Press flatten glues, more threads, along with that's my sharps container. And then The other two, this one has like webbing and glue and just stuff. And then these cupboards have like office stuff and some books and pens and that sort of stuff. So that is pretty much the storage situation. Those are the rulers I use the most often, and yeah, so that's it. Back a little closer for the goodbye. I don't have the lights set up today. There's no fire in the fireplace. It's just kind of I'm not, you know what? I said I would be honest with you. I'm just not having a good, my pain level is really high, and I've got quite a few doctor's appointments coming up. They're freaking me out just a little bit. But, you know, some days are like that, and some days you pull it all together. And tomorrow, maybe I'll pull it all together. But today I'm just going to be how I feel. So, that's a quickie storage of my room. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This just works for me. It doesn't, you know, it might not work for anybody else. My biggest suggestion when storing anything is label. When we moved from the other room to this room, I had so many of these boxes full of fabric that I thought I knew, you know, but once they were labeled, it makes life so much easier. So be well, be safe, don't worry about me, I'll be okay. And here it is, your moment of Zen.